I'm attorney Jennifer Lim, representing Courtney in your divorce settlement. Courtney, I've been chatting with attorney Stephanie Clark here, and we are ready to help you both find common ground and settle out your assets as quickly and amicably as possible.
Thanks to you both. I just want to get this over with.
And we can do that. When parties can't come to an agreement, the courts generally decide how to split property, which not only adds to the emotional strain, but can also significantly delay progress. That's something none of us want. There's immense value in figuring out how to split our assets ourselves, ensuring a smoother and more efficient process for everyone involved.
What matters most is that both of you are content with the decisions you make here today, moving forward to settle your affairs in the most effective ways. I understand you both have a substantial portfolio, including a home mortgage and investment properties. My aim is to guide you through this process with compassion, ensuring your satisfaction and a fair resolution that aligns with your needs and goals.
Let's move on. See, after your list of assets here, let's start with the banquet hall. Do you own or lease the space?
Yes, we own New Horizons Banquet Hall, but we lease the building. However, this business is my brainchild. I run the day-to-day operations, event planning, marketing, and staffing, and Landon handles the financial matters.
I've played a crucial role in making sure our partnership is a success.
I do have some questions about the legal structure and financial aspects of the business. Do you have equal ownership?
Yes, we are legal business partners.
And do you file the business taxes with your personal taxes?
We're both running the business here. By day, I'm a certified accountant at Nebula Airlines, and I handle both our personal and business taxes. I handle lease agreements, rentals, repairs, services. You know the drill. And when it comes to money matters, I have it covered. Payroll, income and expense reports, balance sheets, insurance, utilities. Oh, and let me not forget, I'm also keeping the IRS off our backs.
Thanks for clarifying, Landon.
I just want to set things straight. I do way more than just juggle a couple financial matters. I've been a huge contributor to this business, even if it wasn't my brainchild.
What are you talking about? I never said that you weren't a contributor to the business.
I know what I just heard, Courtney. You just said Landon basically handles the financial matters.
I understand what each of you means. Landon, I don't think Courtney intended to dismiss your valuable contributions to the business. And Courtney, I understand that you might simply feel like the business was your original idea, so it would be ideal to retain full ownership following the divorce. Am I right?
That's exactly how I feel.
Sure, I guess that's right.
Landon, don't agree if you don't think it's right. See, Jennifer, this is exactly what he does. He just agrees and doesn't communicate his true feelings. That's a form of deception to me.
Deception? Look, I may not say every thought that comes to mind, but I find that hard to be deceptive.
Okay, Landon.
Look, it's completely normal for there to be disagreements. However, for the sake of time and the importance of reaching resolution on critical decisions, let's try and stay focused on the task at hand. You have a number of key decisions to make regarding the division of assets, and it's in everyone's best interest to address these matters efficiently. If there are specific concerns or points of contention that come up, we can certainly address them, but let's prioritize the issues that require our immediate attention.
I just want to say that I know this is already a challenging experience. Let's be mindful of how important it is to foster a positive atmosphere. Can we agree?
Courtney, Landon, I understand this isn't easy, but you must get past the emotional stage and go your separate ways. You both have chosen to divorce, so we're here to settle business, the business of your shared life. Now let's look at this list. Your assets, business, debts, properties, we need to determine how they will be distributed. Your marriage is ending. Stephanie and I here have a responsibility to outline an agreement that is fair and equitable to both of you. Leaving it to the judge is not only costly, but also unpredictable. You have a real opportunity here to take control of your financial futures, your separate lives going forward.
With all due respect, Jennifer, you and I should give the Howards space to navigate these important decisions that only they can make. We're here to facilitate an open and respectful dialogue. I suggest we establish some ground rules. Each person will have the opportunity to speak without interruption, and we'll address one asset at a time.
At Bernard and Associates, we do not handle mediation in this way. My client has expressed interest in moving through this process as quickly as possible. Stephanie, I recognize the importance of thoroughly understanding the concerns and interests of each party. However, I have reservations about how providing guidance might impede our actual agenda for today, which is to formulate an agreement acceptable to both parties. Is everyone in agreement with this approach?
Jennifer respects you as opposing counsel, and I would like that same respect in return. My private practice focuses on divorce with dignity and rebuilding with resilience, and that's what I intend to offer the Howards moving forward. Courtney and Landon, my apologies.
Let's just move along to the assets.
Courtney, Landon, how would you like to proceed with the 2-bed, 2-bath condo timeshare in Las Vegas, Nevada?
I think we should sell the timeshare and divide the proceeds.
Sure. The sale could be a part of the settle agreement after the divorce is finalized. Also, one spouse may agree to transfer ownership agreement to the other spouse.
Another option would be to keep joint ownership and continue co-owning the timeshare. We could outline the details if you both decide you want to maintain access to the property, if it's important to you.
No, my client is not interested in joint ownership, so they should sell since they both invested money.
Landon, you haven't had an opportunity to share feedback. How would you like to settle the timeshare?
We've been paying for that timeshare for 2 years now. We haven't been back to Vegas since we signed the contract. Funny thing is, we endured a 3-hour presentation, knowing full well we weren't going to sign anything. We were just there for the freebies they promised. The free night stay, $100 gift card, free dinner voucher. They were persuasive. I mean, we must have said no thank you a million different times, but they gave us an offer we couldn't refuse. 3 free nights. We wanted to travel more, but we just got too busy with horizons.
That was a fun trip. Rooftop brunch, shopping on the strip, clubbing all night, zip lining, live shows, spa day, and room service. We did so much in 3 days and didn't have a care in the world.
And we came back to reality and you wanted to quit your job at Nebula as a flight attendant, become a full-time entrepreneur, and I supported it. I shared your vision.
I'm not denying that you supported me.
Yeah, financially and emotionally.
Landon, how would you like to proceed with settling the timeshare?
I'm okay with selling.
Okay, well that settles it then. What's next?
And what are your plans to settle your current home mortgage?
I've been crashing with friends since we split. I think we should sell the house and split the cash.
Selling the timeshare is one thing, but you love our house. We drove around our neighborhood for hours until you somehow spotted that one for sale sign and you said, that's it. I mean, after we spent all the time on the renovations, we painted the rooms, and now you just want to give it all away for cash?
Keep the house in the settlement. I don't care. It's whatever you prefer.
Do you want to know what I prefer? Not to be in a divorce settlement. Not to be blindsided after 5 years of marriage. Not to be too embarrassed to reach out to my legal contacts for assistance. I have to ask my parents to refer a family attorney, and it turns out to be their neighbor's daughter. No offense, Stephanie,
I assure you there's no offense taken on my part. I'm happy to serve you both. I value open communication, so your comments are appreciated.
And you've been so patient and helpful during this difficult process.
Poor Landon had to ask Mom and Dad for more help. The same Mom and Dad we confided in for our issues, our financial problems, and our lack of communication. It's like 35 years of marriage makes them experts on how we should run our lives together. They've been sticking their noses in everything and in every decision we made since we got engaged. What neighborhood we chose to live in, why we waited to have kids, or me quitting my job for entrepreneurship and how that would impact Landon financially.
My parents had nothing to do with you wanting a divorce.
No, see, that's where you're wrong. I'm the last to know when you're overwhelmed with work or too exhausted from your real accounting work. Or when you only think I care about the business like I'm just some emotionless person without active listening skills.
When did I say that?
I guess I'm just too busy helping people plan the most important event of their lives to focus on you.
Courtney.
You vent to them about your jobs, not me. You ask for their help. You tell them how you want to quit Nebula too, but you can't, right? You're just an underpaid and overworked senior accountant because of me, the business end of that. I should be thanking your mother, actually, because I would still be in the dark about a lot of things going on with you, my own husband.
Courtney, I'm sorry to interrupt. Would you like to take a little break or have a moment of privacy?
Stephanie, he's your client, right? What should I have done when my mother-in-law called for a heart-to-heart about the problems happening in our household? Or when she tells me things about him I don't even know? No, that's embarrassing. You want to know what they think? That he has me spoiled like I'm a child. Or when she suggests things to keep him happy. What about my happiness?
Are you done?
What happened? Accounting was never the end goal for you. We met at the Nebula party and you were so upbeat and excited for the future. You couldn't stop talking about real estate investments. We danced one night at that party, and true, life came at us fast. But you were spontaneous, motivated, and hungry for success. Truthfully, you've been pretending that everything's been okay for years now. And now I'm the bad guy. Like I said, deception.
I'm sorry, but I need a minute.
Okay, yes, take all the time you need.
Well, no, so look, my emotions run high, tensions flare, and the whole process is downright exhausting. In all the years that I practiced law, I've yet to see one happy divorce. But taking a break now, in the middle of the settlement conference, is like hitting the pause button on the very issues that brought us to this table. We're here to tackle the gritty details, settle out the assets, and find a resolution. Landon, taking a break now might give you some temporary relief, but it's not going to make these problems magically disappear. You owe it to yourselves and the mediation process to be adults, to push through the discomfort and face these challenges head on, because that's what we're here to do.
I agree, Jennifer. Thank you.
Look, tension is not productive for anyone. Please, let's take a short break, 5 minutes, just to clear the air. Jennifer, why don't you and I step out to give Courtney and Landon some privacy and reconvene with a fresh perspective? It might help us all navigate this more effectively.
Fine. Courtney, I'll be right outside.
Why are you delaying this process?
Because I don't want this. I want us to get back to where we were.
Unfortunately, we don't have a time machine.
Well, people get divorced for issues way worse than ours. Lies, infidelity, financial hardship. You must think marriage is supposed to be perfect. actually just expect me to be perfect.
It's not about expecting you to be this perfect, untouchable hero. I get it. Everybody has their struggles. But when you shut me out and choose to unload your problems onto others, it's like you're closing the door on us. I want to be your person, the one you turn to when things get tough. When you choose to confide in others, it's like I'm standing on the sidelines wondering why I'm not good enough to be your confidant.
I hear you. I get it. I never meant to shut you out. Just trying to balance New Horizons and Nebula, I found myself stretched. It's been wearing me down. I mean, I've been dealing with Nebula's high-pressure work environment, deadlines, long hours, office politics.
All the reasons I wanted to quit.
Yeah. On top of the burnout, dealing with a divorce over a miscommunication. It's been really dragging me down.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Why didn't you want to do couples counseling? I suggested that.
I don't know either. Afraid that things would never change and we would delay the inevitable. Scared that I would never find out why you didn't trust me enough to confide in me.
Look, I realize I've been leaning on my parents and not turning to you, and that's not fair. You're my person. You're the one I wanted to spend my life with. I guess I just admire my parents for their enduring example of love and support, and I just wanted us to have the same kind of connection. What about it all wrong? And I apologize for that.
Thanks for saying that. It's not that I don't want you to have a support system. You don't need that. But I don't go sharing our personal issues with anyone else. I don't just want to be your wife and business partner on paper. I want to be your partner in every sense of the word.
And you are. I'm committed to being the best version of myself for you. Can we start over?
I realize that I haven't created a safe space for you to open up. And that's something I want to change. I can't imagine the pressure you've been under juggling the job and the business. I could have made a more conscious effort to be more understanding, patient, and supportive of your sacrifices too.
Our love will be the compass that guides us to New Horizons.
That billboard in Vegas that sparked the idea for New Horizons.
I love you, girl.
I love you too.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.